Yo, what's the deal? What's good? What's good? Holla at me. Holla at me if you hear me. What's good? Comment, let me know y'all up in this thing. What's the deal? What's the deal? Shout out to Fox 26 already. Happy Tuesday. I'm gonna say Thursday. Happy Tuesday. Shout out to Fox 26. Hey, let me know y'all up in here. When y'all come through, let me know y'all in. What's really going on? What's the deal? How's y'all fourth? Comment, let me know. Already. Let's get it. Let's get it. Like I said, shout out Fox 26. Shout out to everybody out there. Let y'all come through here real quick. Y'all let me know what's good. Y'all let me know what's up. What's good, Darren? What's good? What's good? What's good, Jabari? What's up? What's the deal? Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all let me know. I see a whole bunch of people coming up in here, but the likes ain't going up. Make sure the lights go up, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button when y'all come through. Make sure y'all hit the like button when you come through. Yeah, Russ still on the Lakers. He need to be on the Lakers. Yeah, Russ don't need to go nowhere. Russ need to be in the Lakers. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Hey, already. What's good? What's good, Tony Bell? What's up? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Let me know what's going on in the sports world on y'all in. The summer league start this week. Rockets play Thursday, I think, yeah, against the Orlando Magic. The first summer league game. We gonna get to see that boy Jabari Smith. Gonna get to see Paolo late first in action. But Rocket fans, I heard some rumors about y'all. So we gonna talk about let some more people come through here. Smash that like button already. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button when y'all come through. I see more people coming through, but the lights ain't going up. Make sure you hit that tighten, baby, tighten up. Oh, Titan Bay. What's good with it, man? What's good? Hey, them Titans. Yeah, I might fall off this year. I don't see the Titans making the playoffs. To be honest with you, I don't think the Texans making the playoffs, but I don't think the Titans gonna make the playoffs. I think it's gonna be the Colts division. I actually think Jacksonville gonna surprise some people. Not because I think they're good. I just think the Jacksonville just gonna have a one of those weird seasons and work with it already. Oh, you a Magic fan too? Oh, okay. Well, at least you're halfway, right? You a Magic fan. Okay, you cool. You a Magic fan. I get it. Must be probably what you a Penny fan? 'Cause I know a lot of people in a lot of Titan fans who Magic fans. They Magic fans because of Penny Hardaway. You know, the whole Memphis ties and things like that. So I know a lot of I went to a Texas Tech and Ole Miss game. It was a whole bunch of people a whole bunch of people who went to Ole Miss, who was from Memphis, and they actually was telling me how they were Magic fans, because of Penny Hardaway and stuff like that. But they was Titan fans, obviously. Teams finna face the Titans and Loud Box. They are not treated beat anybody. Man, yeah, yeah, they're gonna definitely load the box. I mean, they're not gonna respect. I mean, that's how you beat the Titans is by trying to take away Derrick Henry. Um, the thing is, especially now since AJ Brown gone, I mean, you're gonna see what they do with what's the boy? I'm about to call him Trey Burks. What's his name? What's his name? Man, what's that damn receiver they just drafted? Damn, what's that? Oh, dang, what is that receiver they just drafted from Arkansas? To replace AJ Brown. What is his name? I can't think of his name. Is it Traylon Burks? Traylon Burks. Traylon Burks. Yeah, appreciate that, Darren. Yeah, Traylon Burks. You gotta you we gonna do with him, and then also the whole Tannehill and the boy name Tannehill and Malik Willis. What you gonna do with Tannehill, Malik Willis? Like who's going to start? Who's going to be the main guy. Obviously, I think Tannehill's going to start the season. I think you're going to see I think you're going to see Malik Willis in some packages, like how the Ravens started off using Lamar Jackson. But by the season end, I think that Malik Willis will be the starter. He will Malik Willis will be started by the end. I gotta relook at the Texans' schedule because I think who we in the season off with the Colts in the season off against the Colts. I think the last like three games is against the division. So I think we will end up seeing. I think we will end up seeing a starting Malik Willis by the time we play the Titans the second time, and we'll see exactly about how the secondary look. I mean, I don't know if y'all guys seen it, but it was all rookie team like prediction. And it was two Texans on the all rookie defense, and none of them was Stingley. It was Christian Harris and Jalen Petrie. Um, Kind of surprised they didn't have the corners didn't surprise me because they had Sauce Gardner and they had Kyrie Elam as the two corners to make the all rookie team. That actually doesn't surprise me because I think yeah, I know how I feel about Sauce Gardner. And I also think that I was high on Kyrie Elam as well. He actually was my third best corner that I had rated. I had him above Booth Jr. and the bus above what's the other corner that Murphy and what's the other corner that went the first round too. It was another corner that went. Can't think who it is right now. But I had Kyrie Elam as the third best corner on my board. So it doesn't surprise me. It does surprise me that the two safeties that they have and they didn't use Kyle Hamilton. That surprises me. The only thing I can think of is they maybe feel like because in that division playing against uh yeah McDuffie. Yeah, only only the only thing is that maybe playing in the division they got to play against Joe Burrow, and maybe if Deshaun Watson does play because I don't think this was predicated on if Deshaun Watson was suspended or not. When they came out with this list, that would he be like maybe he might get exposed a little bit. Maybe that's the reason why that Kyle Hamilton didn't make their list. But I don't see why Kyle Hamilton went on their list. I kind of see why maybe Stingley, because people I think Stingley's the forgotten man. I don't think it has anything to do with Stingley like talent or lack thereof. I think people just forget about Stingley. So it doesn't surprise me because I think people forget about Stingley. I think it's like kind of an out of sight, out of mind type situation. And then also he went to the Texans, but then you can't use the whole Texan thing when they had two Texan people on there. They had Christian Harris. And I think Christian Harris mostly got on there because of the Alabama situation. And Jalen Petrie is the one that really surprised me. I'm actually surprised they had Jalen Petrie on there, but we'll see. I think those are possibilities of being all rookies, and they also had Damian Pierce as all rookie offense as a running back. Um, that really don't surprise me either because I think offensively, to be honest, offensively, I think all rookies and offensive rookie of the years are really up for grabs offensively. I think it's going to be more competition from a defensive standpoint. 'Cause I think this last draft had a lot of defensive players, had a lot of good quality defensive players on for all type positions, D line, edge rushers, linebackers, corners, safeties. I think they had a lot. I think probably the weakest position unit on defense in this draft probably might have been the corner, not the corner, might have been the safety position because you had Kyle Hamilton, you had Jalen Petrie, and then you also had uh, 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 um, Briscoe from Penn State. After that, the safeties kind of fell off a little bit. Cornerbacks, you had like I say, you had Booth Jr. Obviously, Sauce, Stingley, McDuffie, Kyle, like I said, Booth Jr. McGregor, is it McGregor? McDuffie, and then the one that got drafted by Titans. I think his last name was McGregor. There was another corner too that got drafted. The cornerback position was deep. The linebacker position was deep. The defensive lineman position might have been the deepest. That might have been the deepest. The defensive lineman might have been the deepest position in this whole draft, this last draft that we seen. Like the defensive lineman was crazy. Like I said, linebackers, edge rushers, and things like that. So there was a lot of talent on defense. So I think defensively, rookie of the year, and defensively, all defense, I think those are going to be more competitive than the offensive rookie is and all rookies. But in saying that, I do think that it's going to be a little bit more up for grabs, a little bit more up for grabs, and so I'm not surprised that Damian Pierce made the cut because I do think he's going to get a lot of carries here in Houston. I definitely think he's going to get a lot of opportunities. So I could see him being all. I could see him being an all rookie team. I could see him definitely being an all rookie team. Do I think will that manifest in possibly an offensive rookie of the year? Who knows? But I think there wasn't there to me. It really wasn't that much talent offensively, and I think it kind of shows that because normally offensive be headlined by quarterbacks, and you see only one quarterback took in the first round, and then the other quarterbacks one took into the third round. Now there's a lot of receivers in this draft. That's the one thing. It's a lot of receivers in this draft. Offensive linemen don't make all rookie teams. Uh, so it's out quarterbacks, receivers, and running backs. This is going to be rookie of the years. Obviously, offensive linemen make all rookie teams. Offensive linemen don't make rookie of the years. So our rookie of the years is going to be receivers, quarterbacks, and running backs. Those are and tight ends. Those are going to be the competitions. I think that it's going to be I think it's going to be between the running backs and the receivers. The only person who possibly could get it from an offensive standpoint that's not those from a quarterback position could be Malik Willis, and the reason why is because, like what I said earlier, to start talking. It was good, Kendrick. Uh, what could happen is because him being in packages, maybe he might get a couple wildcat, get some touchdowns here and there, zone reads, get some touchdowns here and there, run the red zone, things like that, and stack up TDs from a rushing standpoint and from an arm standpoint, and maybe get like a cheap rookie of the year. Like, oh, we know we used to line the red zone, and he had got like a total of 10 red zone touchdowns, 5 rushing, 5 passing. Then he ended up starting the last 5 games of the season, and he played okay. Got another couple. Got another couple. Uh, 7, 8 touchdowns. Now you looking at having 25 touchdowns total and so a lot of yards. Boom, we're gonna slap rookie of the year. He a quarterback. Boom, we're gonna slap rookie of the year on him. That type of situation. So that possibly could happen. From a quarterback standpoint, I don't think Kenny Pickett. I don't think Matt Corral. I don't think Desmond Ritter. I don't think they're going to win Rookie of the Year. I think the only quarterback who has a possibility to win Rookie of the Year is Malik Willis, and that's because I think how Tennessee's going to use him, and then him also eventually taking over the job. I think he's the only outside chance to win Rookie of the Year from a quarterback standpoint situation. I think it's mostly going to be the receiver or running back. Let's see what y'all boys in here talking about. I just need, just this already. Yeah, I can't wait for training camp. Either training camp is gonna train. I can't wait for training camp. I think it's at the end of this month. I think training camp is at the end of July. So we'll guys gonna be reporting back to camp pretty soon. I know a lot of people be like, "Hey, Spitz, hey man, what's up with the Texan videos? I know you been dropping a lot of match videos. You only doing match videos now. You ain't doing no more Texans. It's not really that. It's that there's really no real news going on with the Texans right now. They don't have training camp. I mean, Magic and and basketball just had NBA draft, NBA free agency going on right now. Summer league gonna be going on this week and next week. So I mean, we just waiting really on the NFL news. It's really been quiet. Ain't no big trade, ain't no big signing. I mean, nothing has happened yet to report on. Actually, nothing's happened to report on. Nothing's really happened to talk about. We just regurgitate the same thing over and over, talking about D4 and how we feel about stuff. We waited on the season to not for the season to start, but at least like for training camp. And I think training camp is going to be I can't wait. I think training camp is going to be something that's very, very interesting. I think, like I said, it has a new it's breathed new life into the Texans training camp. I think a lot. I think it is a lot of new things are going to happen with training camp this year, especially with Lovie Smith taking over. I think with that whole dark cloud of Deshaun not being there this season, uh, or Bill O'Brien for that matter. This is the first training camp that we've had since 2013. This is the first season 2013 that you're not expecting you know Bill O'Brien and no Deshaun Watson. It's been almost 10 years, so this is probably gonna be the first like peaceful, drama-free training camp. I mean, because from 14 on, you had Bill O'Brien up until last year, and then it was swirling around the whole Deshaun Watson and the allegation. All those things is gone. So this is the first drama-free training camp that we're about to have since 2013, going since 2013 drama season. And to be honest, they actually had a level of drama too, with the with Sam Montgomery and them getting kicked off the team for smoking in the hotel room. And then the previous year, 2012, you had the whole 2012 you had the whole re-signing. What were you gonna do out of re-signing Matt Schaub or going up to Peyton Manning? So it's kind of been a while since we ain't had no drama. Because even in 14, Bill O'Brien's first year, the drama was Andre because he wasn't reporting, and the thing was he trying to force his way out? In 14, 15 we had Hard Knocks. 16 had uh um Brock Osweiler. 17 we drafted Deshaun Watson. Who's gonna start? Deshaun Watson and what's his name? Tom Savage. 18 was no drama. 18, I think 18 was excitement. 18 was excitement. 19, the whole clowning situation. You fired Brian Gaines. What are you doing about clowning? That was 19. 20, you traded away Hopkins. COVID. What's going on? Well, is Bill O'Brien gonna make it past the bye week? 2021, Deshaun Watson. Now we're 2022. So we have not had like I said, a drama-free training camp since 2013. I just laid it out. There was a level of drama in every train. Make sure you're hitting the like button. I see more people coming in, but the lights ain't going on. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure y'all comment. Let me know what's going on. Super chats get first priority. Remember that. um, it's I just laid it out, and as I'm talking to y'all and I'm thinking about it, I didn't even realize it that from 14 on, there was a level from 14 into this last season. There was some level of drama going into training camp. Like I say, 14, Dre was holding out. You didn't know what's going on with Dre. 15, you had Hard Knocks. 16, the whole Oswald situation. 17, you drafted Deshaun Watson. 18, it was no drama. You just was excited because of the intrigue that happened. It was Bill O'Brien gonna mess this up. Spoiler alert: he ended up doing it. 19, the whole Clowney whole Clowney situation. You just fired Brian Gage. You tried to go out and get Nick Caserio. You actually give the general manager keys to Bill O'Brien. 20, you just trade away Hopkins. Or you're going to re-sign Deshaun Watson. You actually end up re-signing Deshaun Watson, but the schedule a little tough. You had COVID going on in the world. Was Bill O'Brien going to make it past the bye week? Last year, we all know what happened. Deshaun Watson demanded trade. The allegations didn't show up. Is he gonna hold out? All that stuff. You got David Culley out there talking weird and act like he don't know what's going on. And the most important thing about football is the football. Like, just not qualified to be there. And then now, it's some level of normalcy. It's a level of okay. This is normal. How normal football teams operate. This is how a normal training camp goes. that type of situation. So because of that, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Like, fun thing is because of that, it is kind of weird. Kind of weird. See what y'all here talking about. See what y'all talking about. Thanks, Spitz. This stream is live to the live to Texas fan already, man. When do we know what teams Texas? Huh? Oh, what team Texas join practice? I don't know, and I'm excited for that too. I can't wait to see a joint practice. I definitely can't wait to see a joint practice. That's something I'm waiting on too. I might be anticipating the joint. Not might be. I'm anticipating the joint practices more than I am the preseason. More than the preseason. Hey, remember the Texans actually do play a game. Is it the 49ers game? We play on Amazon Prime. So if you're not signed up to Amazon Prime, make sure y'all hey, hey, on the videos in the comments. I mean not in the comments, but in the description. Giving away 30 day free Amazon Prime. But if I'm not I think it's the 49ers game, but they play against they play on Amazon Prime if I'm not mistaken. But what I'm about to say though, uh um I'm anticipating because they get to me personally they get more out of the joint practices than they actually do the preseason games. I think that the joint practice because it's a little bit more intensity. It's a little bit more I don't want to say bark to the bite, but it's a little bit more. It's a little like it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more intrigue to that. Like they play pretty well. They play pretty well. And they a little bit more hard hitting. They a little bit more into it. They a little bit because you know how preseason game go. I mean, it don't count. It's they just out there. They're not really going hard. They out there now. What the thing is, once the backups get in, they actually are playing. Like when it get the preseason games be more competitive in that fourth quarter when them backups be playing because they playing for roster spots. And I don't know if y'all ever noticed this. Every time somebody shines in the preseason, they always get cut. It's like I guess maybe they don't be showing up in practice or what it is, but it always be somebody like you be like, man, I really like this kid or whatever coming out in the preseason games, and then they always like don't make the roster, like they get put on the practice squad. I don't really know somebody who like that I can think of off the top of my head. There's not a high draft pick. I'm not talking about somebody who was. I ain't talking about like how Clowney was his first preseason game. I'm not talking about and and Hopkins was I think it was against Minnesota had one of those crazy one of his signature catches against the Vikings in a preseason game. I'm not talking about a guy who was a high draft pick, a first, third. I'm talking about the guys who be undrafted free agents or seventh round picks or sixth round picks, stuff like that. They be coming out there and be possibly in their second or third year, and they be out there trying to make trying to make a name for themselves. And they'll be like it'll always be like a running back or it be a receiver or it be like a linebacker, and they don't they don't do anything. Like not that they don't do anything. Like they always get cut. Like they'll be balling or playing like that in the preseason, and then when the season actually started, when they moved the roster to the 12 man, I mean the 53 men, they don't be there. It's weird. Clearly, the Texans are building towards something. Just how we that play on the field. I mean, what I think is, I mean, obviously, I feel like they're building towards something. I think it's going to be a slow build. It's not something that you should expect. You shouldn't expect nothing soon. Uh, and I know it's kind of that's frustrating coming from a fan standpoint because man, we've been fans for a while. Like uh some of us been friends since 2002, like me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, shout out to that boy Chris. Shout out to that boy Chris, man, for the super chat. Shout out to the super chat. Shout out to that boy Chris for the super chat love. What's your take on Davis Mills when he fumbles? Oh, wait. Why I keep going? When he fumbles, when he fumbles the football, when we know would Jeff Driscoll his place despite that, trying to make him a tight end. Also, does Pep Hamilton have what it takes? Actually, I actually think go Colts. Why did I say that? I shouldn't have said that. Call me off guard. But hey, but shout out Chris, man. Thank you for the super chat. Um, I don't remember really Davis Mills really fumbling like that. I think his most thing with ball security was throwing the football, with not throwing exceptions. When it comes to Jeff Driscoll is not a good quarterback, but Jeff Driscoll is only on this roster because of Jack Easterby. They both bonded over they same how they feel about faith. And because of that, I think that's the reason why they moved him to tight end because they just tried to find a way to put him on the roster. And it's just funny that now, because you had an actual legitimate quarterback in Tyrod Taylor. Now Tyrod Taylor's gone, and you brought in Josh Allen, not Josh Allen, Keenan Allen. Yeah, Keenan Allen, and you brought in Keenan Allen, and um you brought in Keenan Allen because you brought in Keenan Allen. Now you brought Jeff Driscoll back to be another third camp on. I think the same thing. I think Jeff Driscoll's probably going to be a tight end again. They're gonna fight. They're gonna cut Jeff Driscoll. And they're gonna find a way to make him on the roster if he's still Kyle. I said Keenan Allen. Well, Keenan Allen, he a receiver. You sure right. Appreciate that, Scoop. Oh, and shout out to that boy Chris once again. Not actually fumble the football. I meant play bad. Oh, you meant like fumble the bag type. I got you. I got you. Shout out to that boy Chris. But yeah, you're right. You're right. When you talk, but what I was saying about Driscoll is I think that he's going to be on the roster because that's a whole Jack Easterby thing. Jack Easterby has his hands and his fingerprints all over the roster, but not all over the roster because I actually think that we've actually seen the roster this offseason seems like an offseason that didn't have Jack Easterby fingerprints on things, and I think the further forward more we get to for the Texans to build, you'll start seeing his fingerprints less and less and less, but. Driscoll is a part of that. Now, when I feel about Pep Hamilton, I actually think Pep Hamilton has the potential to be a very decent offensive coordinator if you allow him to run the system. I have my doubts that Davis Mills is the right quarterback for the system. I know a lot of people talking they want to draw the whole Stanford connection. I understand that even though uh, Pep Hamilton was at Stanford when Andrew Luck was there. He was not at Stanford once Andrew Luck got drafted to the NFL because he went to the Colts and was a quarterbacks coach. And then when Bruce Arians took over to be the head coach after Chuba Connell was diagnosed with cancer and stepped away, and Bruce Arians took over as the head coach and won Coach of the Year. Pep Hamilton took over to be the offensive coordinator. Then when Bruce Arians left, Pep kept being the offensive coordinator, I think, until Chuck Pagano ended up getting fired. Then we all know went to be in Washington, Washington the XFL. Then also went to the Chargers and things like that. Also, coached with Lovie Smith as a quarterbacks coach. I don't think he was also a coordinator, but a quarterbacks coach in Chicago. All those guys, Andrew Luck, Jay Cutler. What's the boy name? Justin Herbert and Cardale Jones all have something in common. All these guys are big arm, strong arm quarterbacks who like to throw the ball downfield. Davis Mills is tall, but he's not a strong arm quarterback. You can miss me with he had the best quarterback rating of everybody throwing passes, the best percentage of passes down 20 yards field, even better than Patrick Mahomes. If y'all really sit up here and think that he's a better down the field thrower than Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, or Josh Allen, y'all obviously don't know football. One, I would like to see the attempts on that because he could have a better percentage if he only attempted it like 3 times. And these guys, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, and Patrick Mahomes, are doing it 60% of the time of their plays, which means the chances are going to go down. No, the more you attempt, your percentages will go down because you're attempting more. It's a bigger number to divide when it comes to percentages. It's a lesser number to divide when it's not that many. So therefore, the percentages can be bigger because it's a lesser number. So I would like to see how many attempts. I would like. No one ever shows me the attempts. I want to see the attempts down the field that he's getting graded on. Again, not trying to bash Davis Mills. Like I said, I'm giving him to the bye week, but I do have doubts about how does he actually fit in the grand scheme of things of what Pep wants to do. Reason why I think that Pep was at the Ohio State Pro Day and was pull a CJ Stroud to the side and talked to CJ Stroud one on one and pulled him to the side and things like that. Him and Lovey. Why he went to the Alabama Pro Day and they talked, did the same thing, pulled together and pulled aside Bryce Young, even though he's not a big strong arm quarterback, a big quarterback, but I think he has a decent arm. Pulled him to the side and also said they came away very, very impressed with Bryce Young, the Heisman Trophy winner, because of athleticism, obviously. But I do think that they would probably prefer a CJ Stroud because that fits more so me. I feel like that fits a little bit more so what they want to do. Like I say, Jay Cutler, Andrew Luck, Cardale Jones, and Justin Herbert all have the same thing in common. They're all big, strong arm quarterbacks. And I think those are the guys that he's used to, not Davis Mills. I think people want to draw the whole Stanford connection. I don't think that's the case. Just like people tried to draw the whole Chet Holmgren to Jalen Suggs. The moment the Magic won the lottery, we had the number one overall pick. And I was telling y'all from that day that they wasn't drafting Jalen Suggs, they wasn't drafting Chet Holmgren. Told y'all. Now, as I told y'all right before the draft, that they was drafting Paulo. So, like sometimes people want to draw those comparisons, though sometimes they don't really mix. Just go go be special teams. Tell me go be special teams. Kyle Allen is no scrub. He all right. No. Um. I mean. I mean. He couldn't. He could. He couldn't. I mean. He could start cleanly over Kyler Murray. I know that's not something Kyler Murray did when the Heisman did end up being the number one overall pick. Uh. I mean, I don't think Kyler's a bad backup quarterback. I don't think he's a bad backup quarterback. I don't think that he's a guy who. I mean, he's not a guy you should be able to count on. Obviously. Whoa, man! Shout out to that boy Chris once again. According to Pro Football Focus, as a backup quarterback, Kyle Allen is a threat to Davis Mills. Yeah, because Davis Mills is not a threat to. I mean, Davis Mills' job is not set in stone. No matter how much majority or a lot of Texan fans want to think that he's the franchise guy. Like Davis Mills has not done anything. Like to be fair, to be honest, Davis Mills has not done anything either or. He hasn't done anything to say that he hasn't done anything to say that he is the guy and he's not. He hasn't done anything on either side. He hasn't proven on either side if he's the guy or if he's not the guy. He only think he's has shown you that there could be potential there. You might have something there, but he doesn't show you either or that he's definitely not the guy or he's definitely the guy. A lot of people believe he's definitely not the guy. A lot of people believe he's definitely the guy. I'm more so in the middle. I'm more so in the wait and see. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I am waiting and seeing. I don't think if you had to ask me truthfully from what I've seen, because I don't. At the end of the day, I don't think Davis Mills will ever be anything special because he doesn't do anything special. If anything, Davis Mills will be a guy who, if you build the team perfectly around, you get a great defense, you get a great offensive line, you give him some weapons that just don't mess it up. Just don't mess it up, and you can win some games. Somebody fall in your court, and you might happen to be able to win the Super Bowl. I I don't think he's like the worst quarterback in the league. I think, and I think that's the best case scenario. I don't ever think he's going to be a top five quarterback, a top 10 quarterback. Don't think. I don't think he's yeah. Don't think he's ever going to be a top 10 quarterback. I don't. Now, could he get top 15, top 20? Maybe. I don't know. I feel like, be honestly, I feel like he's a backup quarterback, but we'll see exactly. There are some things there, but that's just how I feel. But like I said, I'm not going to judge him until the bye weeks. Like I said, I'm more on the fence than everybody else. I'm more in the middle. Like he could be, could not be. We'll see. But I don't ever think he's going to be like something special as far as because like, he doesn't do anything special. He doesn't have a cannon for an arm. He doesn't have mobility. He doesn't have he doesn't have just crazy accuracy like he's just deadly accurate like a Drew Brees, and he's not cerebral like Peyton Manning, and like so I don't see anything special. Now, kind of the same thing with Tom Brady. Like Tom Brady doesn't have a cannon for an arm. Tom Brady doesn't is not athletic. Tom Brady Tom Brady's accurate, but he's not deadly accurate like a Drew Brees, like a Peyton Manning, like a Aaron Rodgers. He's not cerebral enough like a Peyton Manning that I know exactly. He's Tom Brady's just a winner and it's clutch. Can Davis Mills be that? Can Davis Mills just be clutch and be a winner? I don't know. I don't know because that's something you can't. That's something that just you won't ever know until you get into the moments, and that's the reason why Tom Brady failed the way he failed because Tom Brady didn't have anything superb until he actually got out there and played and showed that he was clutch and showed that he showed that he was clutch and showed that he was a winner. I see more people coming here, but the lights ain't going up. Make sure you're hitting that like button. So like you couldn't measure that you couldn't measure that unless you were in a situation. Unless you were in a situation when he had to be clutch, you couldn't find that out. So so that's why Tom Brady failed all the way. He failed because he didn't have anything superb. Could that be Peyton? I mean, could that be the one name I just said? Could that be Davis Mills? I don't know. I don't think so. I doubt it. But like that's his best case because, like I say, he doesn't have a cannon for an arm. He doesn't have mobility. He's not like cerebral enough that he's just picking apart the defense and know what the defense is doing and all the other stuff. And he's not just like insanely crazy accurate. So we'll see exactly. We'll see exactly what you got. Davis Mills is another Cody Carson. Damn, that is old school. Top 20? Nah, top 30, okay. Top 30, that's crazy. Top 30 is messed up. Hey, shout out to that boy Chris once again, man, for the super chat love, man. Shout out to that boy Chris. Davis Mills ain't better than Matt Jones. He's not even top 20. No, I'm not talking about top 20. I'm talking about like over his career. Like, could he be a top? Like, could he at any point of his career could he ever reach the top? Could he ever reach top 20 status? I'm not talking. I'm not saying now. I mean, obviously he's not. Yeah, obviously he's not. I don't think he'll be top 20 this year. Nah. 'Cause if he gets into the top 20 in this second year, he'll be. That means he would have one of those special capabilities that he could jump into the top 10. I don't think that ever happened. Like I'm talking about like ever. Like will he ever be top 20? I don't think so. I mean, but I think that's high as he can get top 20, top 15 high. He ain't ever cracking that top 10. Like I don't see him ever really cracking that top 10 because it's too many supremely talented guys in the NFL. Now they are young quarterbacks. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert. Yeah, that's five. I mean, that's four. Patrick Mahomes, obviously. Uh, I think Trey Lance is gonna get him. Uh, Kyler Murray. I think Baker's better than him. Like, would have I took back? Well, if I was in that trade, if I was going through that trade, would I have took Baker back? No. Um, I wouldn't have. If I had, which because I think the Texans want the flexibility to be able to get a quarterback next year if they need one. And Baker will be the worst situation because I think Baker can win them win enough games to play you out of a quarterback situation. And because of that, now obviously, especially with Deshaun, and at this time, you know, if Deshaun Watson will get suspended for a full year because he's coming off the cases, not being what you call it, not going to trial and not being convicted criminally. So you think he'll get suspended, but it'll probably be like a 4 games type of situation. So it really wasn't going to affect the draft status when you made that trade. You wouldn't expect and all what transpired. But but what I'm saying is that I think Baker would have played the Texans out of winning. I mean, played them out of putting themselves in position to get a high draft pick, and you possibly would have been basically stuck with Baker. It would have been like a Brock Osweiler, Tom Savage type situation. That you have a okay quarterback and you can't move on from him. So Davis Mills, if he pans out, that's draft capital that you don't have to use, and he's a cheaper option because of what round you got him in. Or you'll find out very quickly. You'll find out within the next 2 seasons, and you find out the next 2 seasons, and you'll be able to go out there and you'll be able to get a Bryce Young, a C.J. Stroud. What's the other guy they talking about? Levi, from Kentucky. I gotta watch tape on him because that's another guy people have been throwing up to me and telling me to look out for. So I gotta watch tape on him and see exactly what he talking about. See what he is. Baker is better, so is the 49ers #1, whoever it is. Uh, Alex, I think to me, Trey Lance was the best quarterback in last year's draft. Going to the draft, that was my favorite quarterback of the draft. Um, I thought Trey Lance was better. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me about Justin Fields if Justin Fields could have potentially did something or could potentially do something. It won't surprise me because Justin Fields has a lot. Justin Fields has a lot of talent, and so it wouldn't surprise me. But it wouldn't surprise me. But I think Trey Lance is the best quarterback in the draft. I think that the boy name is from Jacksonville. Damn. Trevor Lawrence. I think Trevor Lawrence is overrated. Uh, Especially what people were saying he was going into the draft. I think he was overrated, and I definitely I think he was overrated, and I definitely think that Zach Wilson. The thing about Zach Wilson is that that's the thing about Zach. That's the thing about Zach Wilson is that and Zach. When I watched Zach Wilson tape, it was like a cross between Johnny Manziel and whoa. Hey, shout out worldwide, man, for the super chat stickers, clapping, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, wild world. Appreciate that, man. Um, the thing about the thing about the Cowboy Baker about Zach Wilson, like I said, Zach Wilson. When you watch Zach Wilson's tape at BYU, like I said, he had exciting plays like Johnny. Um, Not as exciting as newsflash. Johnny might be one of the most exciting college quarterbacks I've ever seen. I used to, Johnny used to have. I used to love watching A&M football. The year Johnny played, but I digress. Um, Zach Wilson had plays. He had throws that would make you jump out your seat. Like it was throws that he would make. You'll be watching the tape like this, like okay, okay. Did he just do that? And then you wind the back. You like, oh, like he had plays that make you jump up and get out your seat. So I can see how scouts and teams could fall in love with him. But build your team around him. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. We'll see what the Jets have done because I think the Jets actually had it was out of the Jets and the Ravens the Jets, the Ravens, and the Texans, in my opinion, had three best drafts. I had no problem with our draft picks. I liked every pick that we had. The Ravens, they got who I feel was the best player in the draft going to the draft. That's the reason why I have them up there. But the Jets going out there and getting greedy, which I felt was the best corner in the draft. Go out and get in the edge rusher. Go in there and get who I think was the best receiver in the draft in Wilson. Go out there who I think was the best running, who I feel was the best offensive player in the draft, and and Brees Hall. Like the Jets, in my opinion, yeah, so I will give them the best draft because they got in my opinion, the best corner, in my opinion, the best offensive player, and also in my opinion, the best receiver in the draft. And that's the reason why also rookie year will be hard offensively because two top offensive players play on the same team. So they're going to be taken away from each other, but that's a whole nother conversation. They've given a lot of them. You just and the year before you drafted what's the receiver they got from Ole Miss? What's the? I know that they signed Corey Davis. What's the receiver they drafted from Ole Miss? They drafted a receiver from Ole Miss last year. But they got they package it. They got their three receivers. They got their three receivers. They got their slot receiver. They got their two outsides and Wilson and Corey Davis. They got their slot receiver and I can't think of his name. Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore. They got Elijah Moore as the slot. They got their two receivers and outside receivers and Corey Davis and the other outside receiver and and Wilson. They got their running back and Brees Hall. They have no. He has absolutely no excuse. He has absolutely no excuse at all to not. He has absolutely no excuse at all to succeed this upcoming season. None at all. He has no excuse at all to succeed this upcoming season, and because of that, because of that, we'll see the real Zach Wilson. So all those plays, like I said, that made people jump out of the seat. We better get some throws and plays like that. If you're a Jets fan, you better get some plays and throws like that because we'll see that was it all just hype, which I think it was, or could he actually be? Like I said, I thought that Trey Lance was the best quarterback in the draft. I felt that he's the best quarterback in the draft. I could see I could just thought of his name. Dang. Justin Fields got talent. I could see him being up there. Zach Wilson was a walk-on. Zach Wilson has a lot of arm talent. But can he succeed around? Could he succeed with the arm talent? If he could do anything with the arm talent, then hey, then we'll see. Then we'll definitely see. Whoa! More super chat love. More super chat. Top QBs coming next year. Top QBs coming next year. Dak, Joe, Brady, Murray, Mahomes, Stafford, Herbert, Lance, Rogers, Wilson, Allen, Deshaun Watson. How can David Miller compare? No, obviously, yeah, David Miller can. Oh, he forgot about Lamar Jackson and Matt Ryan. I wouldn't put Matt Ryan in there. I know you a Colts fan. Shout out to that boy Chris once again for the super chat love. I know you a Colts fan, but I can't see. I mean, I know he. Matt Ryan, but yeah, obviously Matt Ryan don't compare. Obviously Davis Mills doesn't compare to Matt Ryan. And when you look at those lists, you're right. Davis Mills cannot compare to none of those quarterbacks. And the thing is, he's going to be competing the rest of his career with a Joe. He's going to be competing the rest of his career with Joe Burrow, with a Herbert, with a Trey Lance. I mean, Stafford and Rodgers, and obviously Brady, they're gonna be leaving pretty soon. Uh, Dak, Deshaun, Mahomes. I mean, they'll be for a lot of his career as well. And same thing with Lamar Jackson, but they're a little bit older. Did you and Allen? They're a little bit older, but like the guys who really gonna be there with him, like I said, is Burrow, who's only Burrow and Herbert only a year older than him. Trey Lance is the same age. Trey Lance came out the same year as him. Uh, Murray's only a couple years. I mean, really, all I mean, because Deshaun and Mahomes both came out in 17, which is only 4 years. Oh, yeah, 4 years before him. So they really have a 4 year gap on him. So which means they could still definitely play longer than him. Dak only has a 5 year gap on him, which means that these guys definitely can play longer, play with him. So yeah, it's going to be hard for him to be. It's going to be hard for him to compete. Do you think our tight end group is talented enough to run? No, it's not. Not at all. Like, not at all. Brevin Jordan is a receiver, not really a tight end. I think tight end is something that they're gonna fix, soon. Unless, what's that dude name? The guy they got from Oregon State. If he becomes like this big, I mean, because he's a big body guy, can he be a big red zone target? Maybe, possibly. Who knows? But I don't know. Don't think. I think tight end position is going to be something they're gonna fix and address, possibly in year three of the rebuild when the rest of the draft capital. I don't think they're going to use both those draft picks to actually draft two players. Maybe move up to draft somebody. Maybe move some down. Maybe package a pick and some other stuff to go out and get somebody. Wouldn't be surprised if uh um Kyle Pitts. Wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if they go after Kyle Pitts. That wouldn't surprise me all if Kyle Pitts end up getting at the Texans go after Kyle Pitts in a couple years because they got the draft capital to make a play on Kyle Pitts. If Atlanta wants to make a move, it wouldn't surprise me at all. So why are we expected to run? It's expected because that's what a lot of people see. Um, I just don't. I don't think that we have a heavy tight end group. I also think because you could use tight ends to help with the offensive line to help mass protection and stuff like that. I don't. I don't think that. I think that that's really what they're going to do with the tight end group. It's not the same type of tight end group that like when the Patriots out there running Aaron Hernandez and Gronk, or when the Texans was running Joel Dreesen and Owen Daniels and Garrett Graham and Ryan Griffin and stuff like that. It's not even that type of tight end group. So one, we don't even have a regular classic tight end. I mean, I guess if you count Farrell Brown, but we'll see. I've been here. We run two receivers and three tight ends. I mean, I think they probably do a lot of different stuff. They was probably just trying out a lot of different stuff during training camp, and maybe that because what they're doing, even though it's two receivers and three tight ends, it's kind of really three receivers because especially Brevin Jordan, because Brevin Jordan is more of a receiver than a tight end. I'm trying to think who would be the third tight end because it's Brevin, Farrell Brown, and then the kid we just drafted. Is there another tight end on the roster besides them three? I can't because Jordan Akins is gone. Jordan Thomas been gone. I don't know no other tight end on the roster. Farrell Brown. I'm not Farrell Brown, but what's the dude name? Um, dang the dude that what's the dude name? The one who caught the touchdown with Deshaun got kicked in the eye. No, I know Farrell Brown on the team. Last name start with an F. What's his name? 87. 87. I can't think of his name. The one who caught the touchdown when Deshaun got kicked in his eye. I can't think of his name. He used to play for Cleveland. I can't think of his name. But yeah, he gone too. So I fails, yeah, yeah. Darren fails. That's what it was. Darren fails. Yeah, appreciate that. Darren fails. Yeah, I don't know who the other tight end would be. You know who's overrated? Chet Holmgren. Yeah, Chet Holmgren was overrated. Yes, Chet Holmgren was very overrated. That's why I knew that's why I knew uh, the Magic wasn't going to draft him. Spitz, don't waste your time on that tape. Oh, so old boy tape what? Old boy tape really is bad. Levi, the kid out of Kentucky. I still want to see. I still want to see because I've heard a lot about him. Just never watched his tape. Don't know really nothing about him outside that he plays at Kentucky. Like I don't know what he looked like. Don't know what his number is. Don't know nothing about him. So I do want to see. I do want to watch some tape. I do want to watch some tape on some quarterbacks because even if the Texans don't draft a quarterback in the first round, I do think they'll draft one in the second round. Oh, not the second round. I do think they'll draft a quarterback somewhere in the draft next year. I mean, obviously, unless like David Mills like all pro, Pro Bowler, MVP type play. I mean, let's unless something like that happened, then it's like I even if he has a good, even if he has a decent, okay season, but just no, not bad, but not great, and they out of position to draft a quarterback, and they don't want to spend draft capital to move up. I definitely think they'll still draft somebody somewhere later on. So I do want to watch tape on other quarterbacks to see exactly what's what, who, where, well. I definitely want to see some of that. How do you think we're going to use Thomas? Which what time game? What Thomas? Looks like because Jordan Thomas gone. So what Thomas you talking about? What Thomas you talking about? Are you talking about are you talking about Farrell Brown? Are you talking about what's that boy name? I just said it. Brevin Jordan. Now I can't and don't ask me who the other who the one from Oregon State that we just drafted. I don't know his name at all. Look, I thought it was a weird long name. I don't know his name at all. So yeah, I definitely don't know what his name is. Uh, definitely don't know who his name is. Yeah, you meant to say Brevin Jordan. Like I said, I think that what they're gonna do about Brevin Jordan, I think they're gonna use him like a receiver. I do. I think they're gonna use him very receiverish. I don't. Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. Receiverish. I don't really think that's a word. But hey, I think that's how they're going to use Brevin. I think they're gonna give him a lot of. I think they're gonna give him the ball a lot in space. And basically let him do some catch and runs. Basically give him the ball in open space and allow him to make plays with it. Are we expecting to use Brevin Jordan? I think so. I think so. I think they're going to use not in the same way because I think that even though Kyle Pitts is like I say he's a receiver type of tight end as well. I think like Kyle Pitts can be the best tight. Kyle Pitts could be the best tight end in the league. I don't think Brevin Jordan will ever be the best tight end in the league. I think Brevin Jordan would just be a tight end that I don't want to because I think at one point Zach Ertz was a type tight end, but I'm about to say I was gonna say kind of like on a lesser scale of a Zach Ertz. Like I think Kyle Pitts could be like a Travis Kelsey, like a Darren Waller, like you know what I'm saying. Like he could be like a Antonio Gonzalez, like like what's Jimmy Graham. I think he can be a big play tight end, a focal point of your offense, focal point of your team type guy. I don't think that with Brevin Jordan. I think Brevin Jordan is like a lesser scale, uh, um, maybe a lesser scale Owen Daniels. I mean not. I mean because at one point in time, Owen Daniels was on the fast track to be the best tight end in the league. Um, he was on the fast track to be the best tight end in the league back in 2009 before he got hurt and I think towards ACL. Like the first like 5 games of the season, he had like 7 touchdowns, and he was just a monster that first 6 games of the season before he got hurt. And he was clearly looking like he was going to be the best tight end in the league at that point in time, or at least for that season. And then he just never really regained that same momentum when he came back in 2011, 2012. Um, yeah, like Zach Ertz was the top tight end for just a little over a year. Yeah, like I said, so I don't want to say Brevin Jordan could be as good as Zach Ertz. 'Cause I think it'd be more on a lesser scale, but I definitely think he's a guy who you could definitely use to make plays. But I don't think that Brevin could ever be the focal point of offense. Like Zach Ertz at one point was the focal point of the Eagles offense. Tony Gonzalez was a focal point of offense in Kansas City. Same thing with Travis Kelce. Obviously, Gronk was a focal point of offense. Kittle's the focal point of offense. Darren Waller last year was the focal point of the offense. Kyle Pitts last year for Atlanta was the focal point of the offense. Uh, I mean the reason why Owen Daniels was never a focal point of offense because he was on a team with Andre Johnson, then Andre Johnson, Arian Foster. I mean you talking about two big dogs. Maybe if those big dogs one of them, then maybe he could be. But I think Brevin Jordan can be sneaky tops. I mean, yeah, top 10 tight end. I could see that, but that's more so. There's really not a whole bunch of just huge tight ends like that. I mean, I grind your tie. So as of right now, you got Kelsey. Right now, you got Kelsey, Kittles, Waller, Kyle Pitts, and Mark Andrews. Those are your top 5 tight ends, and whichever order you want to put them in, those are the top 5 tight ends. Darren Waller, Kittles, Travis Kelsey, Kyle Pitts, and Mark Andrews. Like those are the top 5 tight ends. However you want to put them at, that's your top 5. Um, I think I hate the fact that he was involved in the Russell Wilson trade, but Noah Fant. I think Noah Fant has a lot of talent. That's somebody who the Texans go save. I don't know how much he's gonna be saving because he'll be coming to the Texans, but that's somebody who the Texans could go after and get in a year or two. I would love for them to make the play for Noah Fant. I really like Noah Fant's game. I see Noah Fant being the top tight, being can end up being the top tight end in the league. Noah Fant has a lot of talent. Uh, no, like that's one reason why with the whole Deshaun Watson trade. If I was Deshaun Watson, that's the team I would have went to. I would have been forcing my way to Denver, so I can go out there and play with Jerry Judy and C.J. Henderson and Holloman. Sorry, C.J. Holloman and and Cortland Sutton and Noah Fant and things like that. Yeah, that's where I would want to go. That's exactly where I would want to go. I definitely want to play with those type of receivers. Same thing with Aaron Rodgers. The whole Aaron Rodgers thing, like I said, I think that would have been Aaron Rodgers' most talented offensive team he ever went to because they wouldn't have to give nothing up for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was a free agent. Aaron Rodgers went to Denver, but hey, chased the bag. Ain't mad at you. But I really thought that Noah Fant uh, I really think that Noah Fant could be a top tight end, the top tight end in this league, and because of that, I think the Texans could and should maybe in a year or two, maybe not a first round pick, but like a second, a third, or something of that, like some other draft capital that you got, or you possibly could acquire via the next couple of drafts, make a play for Noah Fant. That's what I believe. Hey, but hey, we about to get ready to get out of here because it's a little after 8. I mean, appreciate everybody that came through. Appreciate everybody, Chris, and also Wild World for the super chat love. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate everybody that commented, everybody that liked, everybody that shared, everybody subscribed, everybody tuned in, watching with your boy. Shout out to Fox 26. You already know. Shout out to Fox 26 for the platform. Make sure, no matter how y'all watching on YouTube, or you watching on the Fox 26 app, or you watching on Fox26.com. Thank you so much. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody that saw sports. My boy Honcho, Wise, Wink, Ray, Tenny, Hector, Swisher. Hey, shout out to everybody out there. Hey, Wise, I seen you, Wise, out there in Florida, MIA. I seen you, Wise. I seen you, Wise, out there balling out there in MIA, in Miami for 4th of July weekend already, man. Already, baby. Like I said, shout out to all them boys out there. Russ to no Russ to the Magic. No, we don't take no salary dumps. We don't need no salary dumps. Y'all about to get Kyrie. Y'all about to send Russ to Brooklyn to get Kyrie. If y'all send Russ anywhere else, y'all not going. That eliminates y'all from getting Kyrie. That eliminates y'all getting Kyrie. So, cause y'all over there, y'all scared that KD gonna go to okay, see, go to Golden State. They already won one without KD. And just sidebar, I think that'd be the stupidest thing ever if Golden State, just to say this, Golden State, y'all be dumb. Don't do that. Don't mortgage your future. I understand you want to win championships. I want to understand you want to get as many championships as you possibly can. I understand that. I understand that, but don't mortgage your future, because you could win. You could continually win for the next 10 years via just trying to win something within the next 2 years. Cause y'all still in the fast favorite to win next year. Y'all still being favored to win next year. Don't give up. Why? Because Kuminga and Moody are rookies. They ain't play really that much. Wiseman barely has been playing for the last 2 years. So when those three guys get up and develop. Not to mention, you got Andrew Wiggins. I think Andrew Wiggins like 25, 26 years old. Like, come on, man, don't do that. Like, after Steph, like, these guys are 10 and 15 years younger than Steph and them, which means y'all can win for the next 10 years. Like, come on, yeah, like don't do that. Don't. Golden State, don't do it. Also for me, because I don't want y'all to ruin basketball for me no more. But don't do it. Like it really doesn't make sense. Like, because you're still the favorites to win the title next year. You still should be the favorite coming out the West this next season. So you still should be able to win titles with these young guys. So therefore, when Steph and Clay and Draymond do actually leave, you could continue to win titles. Because to be honest, it might come to the point that you're going to have to pick some of these young guys over Steph, Draymond, and Clay, because it's all about winning the next couple of years and not just winning today. It's all about winning for the future. Don't mess that stuff up. Man, what's up, man? I'm about to get ready to go, man. Hey, appreciate you coming through. But hey, like I said, that was just my little TED talk, my little shout out and little rant about Golden State. Don't mess with it. Don't do what Brooklyn did or what the Lakers did and give up your young talent. At least give up your young talent for maybe a ring, possibly a ring. You might not get a ring when you could possibly develop your young talent and be dominant for years to come. Like, subscribe if you haven't. Comment below if you haven't. Click that bell, get more videos. I'll holla.